Hey, Mr. Clash here, or Mr. as I am known in-game. That's me, number 24 on the map that you can see there. I'm in the Supercell Forums versus Reddit clan. Scrim, I'm in the Forums team, and will be a recap of that war. We'll be having 20 attacks. I'll be showing you 20 attacks, all at speed. And what we'll do first, though, is I'll skip forward to the dying embers of the war so you can see how it ended and you can see how it was when I called it. As I was calling it live at the moment, their number 1 is going in on our 19. Number 19 is a Town Hall 9.5, and of course the number 1 is a Town Hall 11. So having said that, let's skip forward in time and we'll pick it up there. Oh my god, this has been such a stressful war, actually. Yeah, I don't think there's quite a few of us that haven't had much sleep. You can see the chat messages are going a little bit crazy, and we haven't been sleeping too much. People taking a nap, having 4 hours sleep, and coming back and just basically hanging on the edge of their seat the whole war. We've been using Discord to organise the war. Oh, look, someone's going in on the other side. He's going to need. Oh, okay, their number 5's going in. So if he gets 2 stars. He's a Town Hall 11, and what's Oak? What's Oak is a Town Hall 10. So okay, so he should get the 2 stars there. Take them up to 141, and Locke, really, mate, you really need to get that star on that Town Hall 10. Oh, really need to get that star. I hope there wasn't. No, there's nothing else to hit. So we really need this Town Hall 10 to fall. Their number 9 needs to go down. 33 seconds to go. We're not going to know who's winning this until the other guy's finished. Oh, and I can't even get in. I don't want to look at the chat. I don't want to find out what's going on. I can't watch that live. I don't want to watch the other one live. So I want to stay here. We've got Town Hall destroyed. Okay, so that's looking good. Yeah, we seem to have been looking at this for a while now. Oh, but then again, we don't know where the Town Hall was in that base. 6 seconds to go. Battle day is not finished, because Locke's still going and the other guy's still going as well. So the war is ending, and now we're just waiting for the 2 attackers to finish their attacks. Come on, Locke. Come on, mate. Come on, come on. Oh, this is so stressful. This is so very stressful. I'm actually nervous just sitting here watching this. I'm feeling a bit nervous. Oh, such a close war. Imagine if it was a draw and then one team loses in percentage. Oh, wow. Okay, so we'll see. We're going to keep an eye on Locks. We need that 3rd star to appear. We don't want those clashing swords to stop. Oh, no, he didn't do it. Oh, boy. Okay, so as soon as this war's finished, I'm going to jump straight into a recap showing us a good number of attacks from both sides. As soon as we know who the winner is, this is getting recorded live, obviously. As soon as it's finished, I'll jump straight into a recap, and I'll run the attacks at speed otherwise, because I'm going to show you a good lot of attacks, and I don't want, it would be like a 3-hour video if I just ran it on normal speed. Oh, boy. Okay, this is taking quite a while here over on this one. He's still on the 1 star, so things, I don't know what's going on over there. Things obviously aren't looking too good. Oh boy, how we looking? Because that's been going for quite a while now, because remember we were having a look at Locke. Look at the chat, 151, 152. Things are going, oh no, the Town Hall's destroyed. Oh, I don't want to look at the percentage. I know what the percentage is, but I just don't want to look at it. Both sides have had 99% attacks, so I definitely don't want to look at that until we find out. Woo! Forums 1. Oh, by the way, I was on the Forums team. So there we go. Forums 1, 141 to 140. Oh boy, let's have a look at the details. 100 attacks used. 96 attacks won, 4 attacks lost on the forum side. No attacks remaining. The others had 93 attacks used, 88 won, 5 lost, 7 remaining. We did 42 3 stars. They did 41. We had 7 2 stars. They had 8. and we had one star each. Look at the top, the percentage, 94.66 for the Forums team and 94.16 for the Clash of Clans team. We'll have a look at these statistics down here. Okay, Clash of Clans, Reddit team had no heroic defenses and the Forum team had one. Not that those really mean anything, but you get to see the stats there. New stars per attack, 1.41 versus 1.51. Average destruction, 94.7 versus 94.2. Oh, how close is this? Average attack duration, 2 minutes 28 versus 2 minutes 24. And it's a win by 1 point. Okay, well, having said all that, let's get right into the recap. Okay, now before we get into the attacks, I need to cover some very important stuff here. And the first important thing to get out of the way is to say thank you. Thank you to Supercell for coming up with a prize for the people who won the Forum versus Reddit Scrim. Also, I'd like to thank the people on the forums, that's the Supercell forums and on the Reddit forums, for putting it all together, all the thankless job that was done for that. Those who were running the Discord servers in terms of the moderators and so on within the Discord servers, getting it all together, creating the different rooms and so on and so forth. And that includes clan members who then took on extra roles within those servers as well. All the people within the clans themselves, the ones that lit fires under the people's butts, the ones that came up with wall plans, base plans, the ones that helped with strategizing on who to attack next and who should someone dip or should they hold, all those sorts of things. The friendly challenges that were involved, requesting friendly challenges, base feedback, attack feedback, basically all of those attacking related things. Also those who did the CC filling, the troop donations for war attacks and so on and so forth. All of the little jobs in the clan that had to be done by people around the clock because a 50 member clan takes up space around the entire globe in terms of the time zones everywhere. So one person can't be on 24 hours a day organising all of that. So there would obviously be multiple people on arranging that sort of thing. Some of those people were putting things in the Discord war rooms that we had going as well as in the clan, so doing double duties and basically sending messages to people to try and get them to come on and do attacks so that we could know where we were and things like that. For all of those people, and I'm not going to name anyone specifically because I don't want anyone to miss out, and I would rather just say one big gigantic thank you to all of you, everybody, and including the clan members who did all the attacking within the war itself. Everybody, I want to just say thank you. It was a very pleasant experience warring with you all. There was no real negativity in the forum clan chat or anything like that. A little bit of ribbing, of course, on the Discord server, but nothing with any sort of malice behind it. It was all pretty good, light-hearted sort of stuff. And I just want to thank everybody for a very enjoyable experience all around. And also with these particular videos, there are 24 attacks coming up here. They'll all be played at double speed. Now, the selection criteria, what you need to know about the attacks is that of the 100 attacks available, and that is at the end of the war, if you look on the war map and you click replay, each clan will have 50 attacks available. Of the 100 attacks available in that way, 40 of them were Gobo Lalo attacks, GBLL as I like to think of them as, or Bowler Laloon as some people also called them. 40 of them. That means 60 of them weren't those attacks, of course. That doesn't mean that there weren't more air attacks than that, but it just means that 40 of them were the exact same strategy. And of course, I didn't want to fill up the wall replay full of that. So the replays that you see here, I'm trying to create a variety of attacks, some air, some ground, a mixture of both, so on and so forth, so that there's a maximum variety of possible attacks that you can see in the war recap. So that's why, if you might have thought that you've done a good attack, if you're one of the people and you're thinking, why hasn't he included my attack? It was pretty good. Well, if I'm dealing with 40 Gobo Lalos, and if you've done one of them, there's a lot of people going to miss out. So, however, having said all that, what I will be doing is taking every one of those 100 attacks, the best 100 best attacks, that is when you click the war map, and I'll be putting them all into videos. So everybody's attack will be up online within this screen, but just not in the war recap. This is just the shortened version of the war recap, I guess you could say. Otherwise, everybody's attack will be shown and will be up online. So you'll be able to see how it all went down. All 50 attacks from Reddit, all 50 attacks from the forums. Now what we're going to start off here, all the attacks will be at double speed, and we'll start off with the Reddit attacks onto the forum bases first, starting from top to bottom, and that is in terms of town hall strength. And then we'll go from the forum bases down on hitting the Reddit bases. So without further ado, let the attacking begin. Okay, so first up we've got here is Mr. Hankey. Now, Mr. Hankey is a Town Hall 9.5 and he's taking on the Town Hall 11. Now, it's not going to be a 3-star, but the really good point about this attack is that it's a Town Hall 9.5, or you could let's just call it a Town Hall 10. But you can have a look at his Queen is not even max for Town Hall 9. But he's a Town Hall, obviously the Town Hall level's Town Hall 10, and taking on this number 1 base. Now, the really, really good thing about that is if you can get a low down guy, look, number 18 on the war map, to come and 2-star a Town Hall 11, the top Town Hall 11, then you're not going to need your Town Hall 11 to 2-star the top Town 11, because getting a 3-star on Town Hall 11 is a pretty damn hard thing. And what that does is it frees up attacks for your Town Hall 11s to dip down and have an easier time of 3-starring bases down below. So in terms of war and maximising stars, this is pretty good strategy. A Town Hall 11 might have been able to get more than 57% like that attack did. Next we've got Exalted Ash. Again, another Town Hall 9.5, attacking the second top base. So this is a pretty good strategy. It means that the Town Hall 11s up the top side on the Reddit clan don't have to attack the other Town Hall 11s. They can dip down and attack Town Hall 9s, or even very strong Town Hall 9 they can dip down and attack Town Hall 10s or very strong Town Hall 9.5s to get the extra star, where your team might struggle for a 3-star on some of those bases. Well, the Town Hall 11 has a better chance of getting the 3-star, as long as someone can take over the duty of 2-starring the Town Hall 11 up the top. So bring in your 9.5 from down in the war map somewhere and let them take the 2 stars from your Town Hall 11. Now, coming in with a Queen Walk, again, level 40 Queen, tremendously healthy Queens at level 40 if you don't have one, if you're a Town Hall 9. The difference in strength between the level 30 and the level 40 Queen is quite phenomenal in terms of the amount of damage. Now, you did notice that all of the trash was cleared out of the way before a jump spell was placed down. Bit of a free spell, get the Valkyries in there on a rage, take out the Town Hall. Didn't quite get out the Eagle, otherwise the defense, the damage percentage would have been a little bit higher, but hey, 2 stars. And again, now we've got a Town Hall 10 coming up on another Town Hall 11. Obviously, it again saves the Town Hall 11s from needing to hit the other Town Hall 11s, and they can spend all of their attacks taking out the Town Hall 9s and the very strong Town Hall 10s and the very strong Town Hall 9.5. So coming in basically with a bit of a mass bowler sort of attack coming in. Rage, jump, get over the wall, freeze your Eagle, rage, heal, Town Hall goes down. You don't have to try and take everything out. You don't have to try and come in from the Queen side or this side or that side. Come in from the side that is best for what your strategy is. And in this case, come in from the side where the Eagle is, so that you can take out the Eagle quicker and get to the Town Hall. Otherwise, if you'd come in from the other side, you would have been on the other side of the Town Hall. Other side, and the Eagle still would have been up, pounding you while you were taking down the Town Hall, and you might not have got a high percentage. So coming up now with an attack on our 13, which was a Town Hall 10 by the other Town Hall 10. Now again, Lava Lunion. This is just to show this Gabo Lalo, basically to show that even a Town Hall 10, it's still effective. Yes, it's very effective at Town Hall 9, and it's also effective at Town Hall 10 on the right bases. So the Infernos aren't making too much of a difference on this attack. Yes, not everything is fully maxed on this base for a Town Hall 10, but that's not the point. The point is he's coming in with an air attack, taking on the maxed air defenses, and he of course also has the larger Lava Hounds, the level 3 Lava Hounds, whereas a Town Hall 9 or something would have the level 2s, taking on the Max Teslas, heal for the balloons, haste spells all over the place, and it's game over for this base. Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10, game over. Just waiting for the cleanup to happen. Bowler's still alive, dropped the cleanup wizard, Hound hasn't popped, so it's all over pretty quickly. It happens pretty fast anyway. Well, it especially happens fast at double the speed, faster than it would have anyway. So just showing you some of the variety of the attacks that we've got here. We've got the 3-star there. Now again, we've got a Town Hall 9.5 on another a 9.5. Now the 9.5 being that there are no Infernos. That's my definition as far as this war goes. If there's an Inferno, it's a Town Hall 10. If there's no Infernos, it's a Town Hall 9.5. And basically coming in with the Bowler Witch attack on just rage the bowlers, heal the bowlers. The Witch Skellies go out in front, so the weapons shoot the skeletons. The bowlers stand back, throw the rocks, which do the double bounce damage, and it can wreck bases pretty quickly. Like you can see here, there's a whole bunch of Witch Skeletons running around. Bowlers are still up, golems are still up, and the base is just getting pummeled. The Queen is still up, 3/4 health, now getting up to 7/10 health. So now we're coming on to the Town Hall 9 attacks, and this one is a very interesting attack. It's a Healers and Witches. Now there's a couple of, you've got some giants up the top there where the king is and the queen. Witches are coming down, and you've got some bowlers. So if you ignore the giants, you've got healers, witches, and bowlers. So bowl he-we, or something like that. It doesn't really matter what you call it. Healed witches is what I like to call it. And it's a rather interesting attack to watch. If you, like I was saying previously, if you want to navigate through these videos, or I've said it in the How to Navigate YouTube video, if you want to get around the videos quicker, you want to pause them or things like that, if you're watching on the computer, just hit the K button on your keyboard. If you want to slow them down, hit the Shift and the greater than and less than symbols for speed. And if you want to go backwards 10 seconds, you hit the L, the J and the L on the keyboard. J will take you back 10 seconds, L will fast forward you 10 seconds, and the arrow keys will do the same, except it will be 5 seconds. Now in this case, we're coming in, you've got the Queen walk and a bowler walk with the Valkyries up the guts. Hadn't seen one of these in a while. It's a rather interesting attack, and I have seen a very low level Queen, only a level 10 Queen, with healers on it, and doing this exact same strategy. Healers on the Queen walking around the outside, bowlers with healers on the other side, and the King and Valkyries up the middle. I have seen that strategy 3-star a max Town Hall 9 base. Of course, the Queen wasn't facing 3 or 4 point defense at the same time or anything like that. So it can be a very effective strategy. And I haven't seen one in probably 3 or 4 months, but here it is being used in the war. So if you might want to try that sort of strategy out yourself, you at the end just pause the video, have a look at the troop combination, make the troop combination up, and try it out in friendly challenges in your war, in your clan, to see how that goes. Where you're putting the Queen, walking Queen down on one side and healed bowlers down on the other. Okay, so now we've got, this is a Town Hall 9.5 being attacked by a Town Hall 9. And again, it's got Gobo Lalo. And the reason I chose this Gobo Lalo to show is that you've got the max air defenses and max archer towers as well. And so the Town Hall 9 Gobo Lalo attack is taking on the max air shooting archers and the maxed air defense weapons, just to show you that it's overwhelming at Town Hall 9, and it's still effective on these right bases, obviously with the sweeper accessible there. There was not too much hassle to deal with that sweeper coming in on the way, and the sweeper in the middle hasn't really played a part because the bowlers and things came out and took all of those weapons out on that side. And by the time the balloons got into any type of range that the sweeper could have been in, the balloons were off to the side and the sweeper wasn't really effective on them. And now saving balloons for cleanup, asking me about saving balloons for cleanup when I did that massive fail the other day where the wizard must have with the red air bomb, and the wizard must have taken out about 10 balloons and just ended my raid. Okay, so now we're coming in with it's a really interesting attack because he's got 6 haste spells and all the air defenses are on the other side of where the queen is. So you're coming in to take out the queen. Now watch how he gets the queen. Got some wall breakers there, just cracks open. So once the queen was distracted, there was nothing shooting the wall breakers, just come in. Now it looks a little bit spammy, getting all the balloons down. However, he's got so many haste spells whizzing around everywhere with 4 air defenses up. Doesn't seem to really care too much about the air sweepers. Just come in, let's get it all in and get the haste spells down, and that's it. Game over. Now he's keeping 1 balloon up his sleeve. Watch very carefully what he does with this balloon as these other balloons approach the wizard on the right hand side. There, he's just put that balloon in and distracted the wizard from shooting those other balloons. Other balloons were in very, very low health, and there was a very good chance that if that wizard had got another shot or 2 off, that those balloons would have been finished. In which case, the wizard would have been able to freely target the pups and the minions, and the raid might have been over. But 6 haste spells. Now this is a very, very interesting attack as well. I can honestly say I haven't really seen one of these attacks. Not in this configuration. We've used Valkyries and bowlers before as well, but usually with a golem or something, and also with some backhand hogs usually at the same time, but not in this configuration. So here you've got a queen walk portion to start the attack. So the queen walk is taking out some things, clearing a lot of trash, get the golem in with some wizards to back up. Now watch how he uses the king. Going to put the king down in a second. There. The king isn't coming in with the golem. The king is taking on the outside of the trash building. Queen in the middle, taking out the enemy CC. King is doing the walk with wizards behind. Now, you might remember from people doing go wipe on your bases at Town Hall 8, where they send a P.E.K.K.A. around the outside, followed by 3 to 4 wizards shooting everything. The P.E.K.K.A. tanks, and the wizards follow up shooting the archer towers and things like that. Look, that whole king and those few wizards took out that entire side of the base, and all that's left now for the base to be finished is for the queen to take that archer tower. Yeah, the other trash will fall down. Now, why the queen didn't walk through that gap in the middle, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But that's it. Game over for the base. And that attacker used that same attack for another 3-star attack as well. And the previous one with the 6 haste spells also used the same 6 haste spells. Again, a similar base where the queen was accessible, except on that one, he didn't get to the queen. And the lava pups took out the queen. So here you've got a hog-based attack. So normally you wouldn't have with a balloon portion. Now see, the balloon's coming in, take out the archer tower. Now if that had been distracted, if the expo had been distracted a little bit longer, the expo would have been taken out by those balloons. So it was pretty good thinking. A little bit of surgical hog deployment coming in to make sure you just don't dump all the hogs. And got another heal spell left. Put the heal spell down where the splash damage is, and that's it. The hogs will be safe, wizard will be down, and just a matter of cleanup now for the hogs to run around. You've got the wizard on the right hand side, they'll path up that side of the thing. The hogs will take out the left, and he's got the archers for the outerlying trash buildings. So not everything needs to be Golo Lalo. No, you don't need to be bringing bowler balloons. You don't need to be doing everything with bowler balloons. You can come in with ground troops or modified air troops if you like as well. Now, this is the attack on my base. I thought I would just show this base because this attacker did get a 6-star in a war, basically using the same strategy. And this was the 3rd attack on my base. Now, the way that the base is set up, it kind of defends against the Gobo Lalo pretty well unless you attack it like this. And in this case, it doesn't defend very well at all, obviously, because it's a 3-star. But the way that I have my bombs and everything set up, this attacker was able to nullify those bombs, and that's it. Almost took out all of the air defenses just by the kill squad going in and a good placement of spells and things like that. Almost max heroes, and pretty well wiped out the base. Nullified my black air bombs by taking out that top air defense, so the lava hounds could tank, balloons could come in, and taking on the Tesla farm very early on in the attack as well is what got the 3-star. Most people leave it to the end, and by then it's too late. Tesla farm wins. Okay, so now we move over to the forums attacks on the Reddit bases. Now this is the number 3 Town Hall 11 coming on the number 1 Reddit with the Grand Warden, or Gordon as a lot of people are calling him these days, Gordon the Grand Warden. So basically just heeled bowlers coming on in to this, just spam the bowlers down, get them down and overwhelm the base just with the Warden's ability, his Eternal Tome, and the heeled bowlers on the right hand side will carry on for a little bit longer until they take out a few more things. So it's a pretty decent percentage for just essentially what amounts to a spam attack, because there's no really other option to do anything other than just spam that in there on the maxed Town Hall 11 base, and you're only getting the 2 stars. Now you will have noticed on the earlier replays, the Reddit attackers were doing this with their Town Hall 9.5s, or essentially Town Hall 10s, coming in and taking out the 2 stars on the Town Hall 11s, which freed up the Town Hall 11s for other attacks. And our war strategy was just a little bit different. We did change it during the war. We started off with one war plan and we changed it a little bit during the war as well, which you need to do as the war progresses and you start to see how things are going. And we thought it was more valuable to, for instance, to save quite a few Town Hall 9 attacks and just have them used as scouts, and then have some Town Hall 9.5s dip down and take care of the other Town Hall 9s that were down there. So now we're coming in again, there's Town Hall 10 coming in on a Town Hall 11, and basically bringing in some bowlers and Valkyries. That's it, bowlers and Valkyries. Get into the core, strip a few things out from the side, clear a path, jump spell in, freeze as necessary, freeze and rage. Remember, you've got to rage your Valkyries to really get the maximum use out of them, and that's it. Doesn't matter if everything else goes down, you've got the 2 stars, and that's all that matters. 2 stars in the bank. And again, we've got another Town Hall 11, a low down Town Hall 11, of course, coming in on the number 4 Town Hall 11, basically with a bowler and witch combo. That is the witches' skeletons run in front of the bowlers, they distract the weapons, and the bowlers double damage, bounces around and takes out the weapons that are shooting at the skeletons in front. Throw in Grand Warden in front of all of that, and it's actually a pretty powerful combination. It can do a lot of damage to a base very, very quickly. Of course, look at all that mayhem going on in there. It's very hard to make out what's going on. You've got to pay really close attention. If you do that sort of attack, obviously you're a Town Hall 11 doing that sort of attack, and Town Hall 10's doing it with just the bowlers and witches, then I don't think you really need me to remind you that you need to pay really close attention to what's going on, because you can lose yourself in all the spells and not be able to track where everything is going, ready for the next spell. So we're here just waiting for Gordon to shoot a few things. Now he does have the healer on him, so he's back up to full health until the cannon and the archer start to have a shoot at him, and eventually this will just run out of time from memory. And yeah, I think it just runs out of time. I should have just sped it up in the game instead of just speeding up here, but anyway, it ran out of time. 67% 2 star. Now you've got a Town Hall 9.5 coming in against another Town Hall 9.5. Now remember that what I'm calling a 9.5 in this war is a base that does not have expos. So that means it's going to be it's a Town Hall 10. Most likely has Town Hall 10 strength troops, but just doesn't have expos in the base. So it's basically a Town Hall 10 attacking troop strength wise a Town Hall 9.5 or Town Hall 10 without expos. Lava Hounds cause a bit of problem in a few of the attacks, and people didn't expect the Lava Hound, especially some of those other little attacks where the troop pops out very, very quickly, and just coming in with some hogs now as a bit of a back end. So you've had that little bit of the Queen Walk coming in, and then some hogs at the back end with a little bit of a baby dragon thrown in. Now the Lava Hound is chasing the Valkyries, which were part of the combination. The Queen's gone down, the healers have gone down, but the Lava Hound's chasing the Valkyries and basically isn't going to be able to do anything because when the Lava Hound does its little thing, nothing too much happens. Now, in a minute, this Lava Hound will pop when the minion starts to shoot it. And then there. Now the lava pups are chasing, but you've got ready, see, the attacker was ready with the poison to get it down, and look at all the little lava pup spits chasing the Valkyries. They actually run at the same speed. So the lava pup, little lava bombs that they spit, they move at the same speed as the Valkyries do. Now what we've got here is a Town Hall 9.5, or like I said, Town Hall 10, taking on another Town Hall 10. And this will be a Gobo Lalo attack. And just basically to show you that, okay, now the Town Hall 10 being attacked here doesn't have the upgraded air defense, but it does have the extra expo. It does have the Inferno Towers as well. So still the Gobo Lalo attack is coming in. Shows you how powerful an attack strategy is. Some people are calling them air miners. Now you remember before the miners got nerfed, it was just like, it was such a favourite thing of the Town Hall 10 engineers and things like that. They wouldn't upgrade any other troop, don't need to, just upgrade the miners, keep everything else low. And then even if it's a max Town Hall 9 base, the way that the miners were working, you just dump a whole line of miners on the ground and away you go. Just spell them up, rage them, heal them, and the miners would just do the business and take out the base. Well, some people are calling the balloons air miners now, the way that the balloons seem to move around and take out things almost just the same way. You almost just spam the balloons in a line across the board and just whack down your spells and away you go. So this was a Town Hall 10, Town Hall 9.5 base, but taking out the Town Hall 10, that is with Inferno Towers. Now we've basically got here is a Town Hall 10 taking on Town Hall 9.5. Again, Town Hall 10 troops. Now this is the what was this attack on 17? Was Queen Walk, Valkyries and Hogs, as you can see in the troop combination. And it's got the nice pumpkin walls or whatever they're called down there, and just coming in with the Valkyries. All that trash got cleared out. Now there's just a path for the Valkyries on that side of the base. Now it left that lone archer tower at the top, so watch how he takes care of that with a couple of spare hogs. Jump into where the expos are, can get both expos, then come in with the hogs from the flank at the bottom. So the hogs taking out all the flank weapons which would be shooting in at the Valkyries, that the Valkyries would struggle to get to. A couple of hogs on the cannon at the top. They will path on to the other cannon, and game over for this base as everybody runs around cleaning up the remaining little pieces of the trash. Queen Walk one side, King and Valkyries in the other, and hogs take out the flanks. It's a very nice little go Varho. Okay, so now in this one we have basic on base 41. This is a healed P.E.K.K.A. Healed P.E.K.K.A.s. Haven't seen this for a while. I had a little bit of a play with it for a while when it first came out as an attack strategy. And every base I tried it on, I did 3-star with this strategy. It didn't matter if it was a congested base or a spread out base. But it didn't 3-star first go every time, mind you. But it did 3-star eventually. Some of them, and very difficult bases, took me a couple of goes to figure it out. But other bases, I 3-starred first go without too much trouble. And they were bases that I might have struggled with a basic Go Varho or something like that. But in this case, with the healed P.E.K.K.A.s, it's still a viable strategy. So I do suggest copying this troop combination. When the troops pop up at the end, just pause the video. I'd suggest that with all of the attack combinations. If you see something that you like, pause the video and jot down the troops and try them out in friendly challenges in your own clan and see how you go within your own clan friendly challenges. Now in this one we've got a Gobo Lalo, GBLL, and what I liked about this one is that he's come in from pretty far away from the Queen. Now the jump spell's going to find it difficult to breach the entire gap, so don't even bother. Take out the wizard farm. The bowler's rage will take out the Queen anyway, because that's what bowlers do. They aggro onto the heroes. Take out all that section. Now there's 3 air defences left up. So normally the rule of the Gobo Lalo is to go in and make sure you get 2 air defences. But in this case, you got that 3rd air defence, and then coming in with the haste spells at the back end, even though there were 3 air defences, okay, one of them went down just at the last minute. But lovely placed haste spells, Lava Hounds pop, and that's it. Game over for this base. Just waiting for cleanup. Has the balloons for backup. Now, I do like to say, try and keep 2 balloons up your sleeve. So if you bring in 12, try and only deploy 10. If you bring in 20, only deploy 18. Now, here's my little contribution to the war recap. Basic Goho. If you watch my channel for a while, you know I'm a big advocate that when you first get to Town Hall 9, it's very wise to learn Goho instead of just jumping into the HG, HB or everything that uses bowlers, because if bowlers get in trouble, then you don't know how to attack anymore. But if you learn Goho, then you start to learn pathing. You have to study the pathing to basically go, yep, this is how that'll work, this is how that'll work, this is how I'll need to place my heal spells with Goho. So, yeah. Pleasantly, I had a 6-star war, so a little bit pleased about that. And that's it. Goho done. Didn't need the last heal spell for any other reason except just in case the hogs were filling down. The hogs decided to go to the town hall and ignore the king, which we've all seen them do. And the king would just start bashing and bashing and bashing. So just drop the heal spell anyway. And that's it. Just wait for cleanup on this base. Loads of hogs left. So that's what I like about a good Goho, that you can still have loads of hogs left. And you need to keep a couple of wizards up your sleeve as well for cleanup. So you drop them on the opposite side of the base where the Goho was. Now we come up with this attack. Now the base being attacked here was attacked 4 times. This is the 4th attack. So it had 3 fails on this base. And this is Deathless's attack on it. It's another Gobo Lalo, but what I liked about it was how fast it went. Now, as you have a look at these attacks in terms of the troops used, the deployment method, things like that, if you can go back through the video and have a look again, there are certain little things to take note of. Like in my Goho that I just had, I popped a couple of minions on the outside mortar. Just take care of that mortar before I drop the troops down. And you've seen in other attacks, someone's just dropped a balloon on an outside mortar. And then they launch the attack after the balloon takes out the outside mortar. There's just the little nuances in the game here. And talking of dropping an outside balloon on the mortar, here we go. Drop a balloon on the outside mortar. Balloon goes down, sacrificial balloon. Now you can get your golems in where you want to. Otherwise, that golem would have pathed to that mortar and you wouldn't have been able to get it into where you wanted it. Nice large funnel, wall in, and the bowlers will have to go in. Some bowlers being bowlers, they won't all go in. You just know that they won't go all in. So you have to sort of factor that in as well. And then you've got basically the rest of the troops coming in. In this case, it's a Goboho. So golems, bowlers, and then hogs is the back end. And it's another effective alternative to just playing Goho, where you're sacrificing a golem, where I came in with 3 golems, but in the Goboho, you're sacrificing 1 golem for bowlers in the CC, and usually sacrificing a spell as well to help rage the bowlers. And sometimes you're sacrificing another spell, which is a heal spell, to keep the bowlers alive in the middle. It all depends on how many layers of weapons you have to take out on the base. And now we have a HG-HB. This is the last attack of the war, and HG-HB had a little bit of popularity for a little while, but as bases changed, it started to get a little bit more difficult, and as different clan castles came and people started putting double Valkyries with baby dragons in and things like that, then all the giants would just get wrecked really, really quickly, because nobody was luring anything with the HG-HB attack. They just use all the giants, and then whoops. Once you've lost all your giants and you're sitting there with a few bowlers, you've lost all your tanks. Some of the healers go down and so on and so forth. So two heal spells left for the hogs to come in, and not much left of the base to take out. Healers on bowlers and heal spells on the remaining hogs, and now it's just clean up. Now you notice that he's got the 2 wizards on the left side of the base, which is what I was saying. If you're using a hog attack, and the same with balloons, wherever the balloons finish, if you've got wizards up your sleeve, but if you've got balloons up your sleeve, then the main bulk of the balloons finishes on one side of the base, and you need to put down the cleanup troops on the other side because they are usually furthest away than anything. And that is it. That is all the attacks done for this war recap. That's not all the attacks obviously done in the war, but for this war recap. So what I suggest, if you can, go back to where these attacks start, watch them again, pay really close attention to some of the troop deployment, some of the way that the outside weapons and the way the funnels were created, especially the funnels. I know a lot of people have trouble getting the funneling right for their bowlers and other troops. Pay really close attention to how the funnels are getting created in these. You'll notice no one's coming in with 16 or 20 wizards. So if that's a point where you're at in your war learning, try and just not come in with 16 or 17 wizards or any of those high numbers of wizards. Just scale the wizard numbers right down. The wizards are just really there to help clean a funnel and to help take out the clan castle. Anyway, that's it for this war recap. I thank you for sticking around to the end. Please subscribe to the channel to make sure that you stay in the loop for when the other videos come out regarding the Forum versus Reddit war. That is all of the attacks as well as the base reveals videos that will be coming out. Please leave the video a thumb up. Let me know what you thought of the attack selection that I showed, and I'll see you in the next video.